Timothy J. Keating was born on November 16, 1948 in Dayton, Ohio, to Helen and Jack. He grew up with 4 siblings, Jeffrey, Jerome, Daniel, and Sarah. His father was a Navy lieutenant who served during World War II. Inspired by his father's pride in service, Tim wanted to be a sailor at an early age. After seeing Men in Annapolis on TV and meeting Roger Staubach, a midshipman at the time, Tim made up his mind to go to the Naval Academy. At the Academy, he was a 4-striper in the 4th set and played a wide variety of intramural sports. The Lucky Bag noted that Tim came to the Naval Academy with the intention of a glorious career in the naval service. Unlike some of us, Tim still has it, and it is likely that his goal will be achieved. After graduation, Tim served aboard the destroyer Leonard F. Mason before launching a career in naval aviation. He earned his wings in 1973 and was assigned to Attack Squadron 82, flying the A-7 Corsair II. He served various flight and administrative assignments, primarily with Corsair and FA-18 Hornet squadrons. This includes assignments at NAS Lemoore, Carrier Air Wing 15, and Kitty Hawk, Attack Squadron 94, and 2 deployments aboard the Enterprise. In 1987, after serving as aide and flag lieutenant to the commander of the U.S. Pacific Command, Tim assumed command of Strike Fighter Squadron 87 and deployed on the carrier Theodore Roosevelt. In January 1991, Tim assumed duties as the deputy commander of Carrier Air Wing 17. Aboard the carrier Saratoga, he was involved in combat operations supporting Operation Desert Storm. He also led efforts to integrate FA-18 tactics, techniques, and procedures into Air Wing and Strike Group training programs. His next assignment was with the Strategic Studies Group as a C&O Fellow. In 1993, as commander of Carrier Air Wing 9, he deployed to the Persian Gulf aboard the Nimitz and was instrumental in testing new flex deck procedures. The following year, he assumed command of the Naval Strike and Air Warfare Center in Fallon, Nevada, where he accelerated integration of classified weapon systems into air wing training. After serving with the Naval Military Personnel Command and with the Joint Staff, he assumed command of Carrier Group 5 in Japan in 1998. Returning to Washington, he served as the Deputy Chief of Naval Operations for Plans, Policy, and Operations. While at this assignment, he narrowly escaped the September 11, 2001 terrorist attack on the Pentagon. Shortly after, Tim became commander of the 5th Fleet in Bahrain and concurrently commanded the U.S. Naval Forces Central Command, leading combat operations supporting Operation Enduring Freedom and Iraqi Freedom. He commanded nearly 200 Navy and coalition combatant vessels, including 8 carrier battle groups and the largest flotilla assembled since World War II. After this assignment, he served as director of the Joint Staff before commanding the U.S. Northern Command and concurrently the North American Aerospace Defense Command, the first Navy officer to hold this position. On his watch, he led the first ever collaboration of multiple intelligence agencies and local law enforcement. He also fostered the collaboration of emergency response organizations to develop effective strategies for counterterrorism and responses to natural disasters. Tim's final active duty command was the USS Pacific Command, which encompasses over half the world's surface and half of its population. He led the complete revision of the command's security strategy and visited with leaders of over 30 countries to ensure peace and stability. Over his naval career, Tim flew more than 5,000 hours and made more than 1,200 carrier landings. He retired in 2009 after 38 years of service. In retirement, Tim serves numerous organizations as an international consultant. He is a member of the Council on Foreign Relations and has been a board member of several corporate and nonprofit entities, including the Navy and Marine Association and the Wings Over America Scholarship Foundation. As a member of the Defense Naval Intelligence Senior Advisory Group, he assisted in preparation of documents dealing with counterterrorism and information assurance. He is also vice chairman of the Naval Institute and is on the Secretary of the Navy's advisory panel. Tim has been a guest speaker for Academy events, including a Forstall Series lecturer and engagements supporting naval aviation and the class of 1971. Tim is married to Wanda Lee. They have 2 children, Daniel and Julie. They also have 2 grandchildren, Lauren Joy and Matthew. Tim's most meaningful accomplishment is his service to our country. Admiral Timothy J. Keating, an inspirational leader with continuous devotion to the security and welfare of our nation.